Did you know that putting your hashtags in the wrong place on your YouTube videos could be the thing that's holding back your views right now? Or maybe you didn't know that there's actually a maximum number of hashtags that you should be using, and if you go over it, YouTube isn't going to give you the views that you want. Well, those two things are absolutely nothing, because by the end of this video, you're gonna know the 3 best hashtag strategies you need to be using right now on YouTube, a bunch of different mistakes you need to be avoiding, and the best tags to use, because I just helped this creator make these changes and this creator make these changes, and both of them went viral and gained over 100,000 subscribers. And the same exact thing could happen to you so long as you start using these strategies. Strategy number 1 is going to be using 3 niche specific hashtags. Now I need you to understand a few things about these. First and foremost, niche specific hashtags are going to be things that are relevant to whatever you're posting about. So if you're making a video about affiliate marketing, it's going to be things like hashtag affiliate marketing or hashtag Pinterest affiliate marketing if you're making a video about Pinterest. These are going to be the things that are hyper relevant to whatever you are actually posting about. And what this is going to do is help the YouTube algorithm, especially if you're a small channel, better determine who they should be showing your content to, and it's going to help to expand the reach so long as you use the right hashtags. Let me explain. So when you actually come in here and try to type in a hashtag, for example, I put hashtag shorts, you are going to see that it is going to pop up how many videos have been made under that and how many different channels have used that. So you need to make sure that you are using the largest hashtags that are relevant to whatever you are actually posting about. And the reason for this is because this is going to signal to YouTube that there is a large audience for your content. So let's say that I put hashtag shorts on here. Then what's going to happen is this video is going to be eligible to be shown to anybody that's interacted with a video that had hashtag shorts on it. Now obviously you don't want to do things that are broad, because if I put hashtag Ferrari on here because it's big, well guess what? My video is not about Ferraris, so then the viewer won't be interested in it and it will actually end up hurting you. And this is a huge mistake I see so many small channels make. You need to make sure that not only these hashtags are hyper relevant to whatever you're posting about and that ideal audience is going to be interested in that, but also that they're large, have a lot of videos made under them, and a lot of other channels have used them. Now another thing that you could do in order to check whether or not the hashtag is actually relevant is if you come over to YouTube and you do a search for whatever hashtag you are actually talking about. For example, hashtag shorts, it will then pull up this hashtag right here and you'll be able to see all the other videos that have been made under here, and you want to make sure the other videos have gone viral and that they're in the format or on the topic of the content that you're creating. But that was just hashtag strategy number 1. There are still 2 other hashtag strategies, and the last one I'm going to share with you makes the most small channels on YouTube go viral. But first, we need to talk about the tags that you are putting in your content, because you need to make sure that you're using the right number of tags and that they contain the right stuff in them. For example, if we look at this video that I posted, it got me over 100,000 views, almost 2,000 subscribers, and it made me over $600. And one of the reasons for that is if we come into the details and we scroll down to my tags right here, we're going to see something very unique here. First and foremost, you need to make sure that this character count right here, you want to be putting at least 450 characters in here out of 500. If you go over 500, it's not going to let you save your video. And if you're under 450, you're leaving room on the table where you could be putting in better tags. Now those tags need to be relevant to what keyword is showing in your title, showing in your description, needs to also show down here. So if we see right here, we have YouTube Shorts algorithm. This is the main keyword right here. Now this is going to show 1 time in my title. It is going to show 2 times in my description. And if we come down to the tags, it needs to be showing at least 5 times. I have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, which is one of the reasons that this video did so well. Now, in addition to that, you want to make sure that this has a bunch of long tail searches that somebody would end up doing based on whatever type of video that you're uploading. Because if you're able to do that, it's again going to better signal to the YouTube algorithm who the ideal viewer is for your content. So hopefully your content gets shown to the ideal viewer, they interact with it the right way, and this is going to help you go viral on YouTube. But that was just the first type of tags that you could be using, because there's also another section on YouTube that you need to make sure you're setting up your tags correctly. The next place that you need to make sure that you're doing this correctly is if you come into your settings right here, come into channel, you are going to see channel tags right here. And you need to make sure that this has 3 things. First and foremost, your channel name should be the first keyword under here. Secondly, you should have a bunch of different phrases that your ideal viewer wants to interact with. I upload videos about how to grow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and I upload new videos every day. So as you can see, I have stuff in here that's relevant to that. Viral TikTok, YouTube Shorts, grow on YouTube, grow on Instagram, get Instagram followers, but also The third thing is that I have some of my competitors in here. I have vidIQ, Think Media, Marcus Jones, who are my largest competitors. And the reason that I have that in there is, again, better signals to the YouTube algorithm who to actually show my content to and who is going to be interested in my channel. Which brings me to hashtag strategy number 2, which is going to be one niche specific hashtag and hashtag shorts. But remember, I still have to tell you exactly where you should be placing these hashtags, whether you're uploading a long form video or a short form video. And I also need to share with you that third hashtag strategy, which is by far the most important, makes the most small channels go viral. But before we get into that stuff, I need to make sure that you are spying on your competitors' channels so that you know exactly what is trending in your niche, because you could use the right hashtags, you could use the right tags, but if you're not uploading on the topics that your ideal audience cares about right this second, you're not going to get reach. In fact, this is one of the secrets that helped me gain over 120,000 subscribers, this channel almost 400,000 subscribers, and this channel almost 700,000 subscribers. And if you start doing this, I guarantee it increases your views. And to make this really easy, I really love using today's video sponsor, Metricool, that makes this easier than ever before. Because once you register for Metricool, you just come down to YouTube right here. You're then going to scroll all the way down and you are going to see a list of your competitors. You could add them in and then you can basically get a breakdown of all of their different videos. And this is going to reveal to you exactly what kind of content you should be creating. Because if you click on video lists right here, it is going to show me all the videos that they've uploaded recently, which ones are getting the most views, so that I know exactly what formats are working, know exactly what topics are working, and what type of engagement numbers I need to be hitting in order to go viral in my niche right now. And if you go to the pinned comment below right now, you can get started today with Metricool and 30 days free access to any other premium plans with code Robert. In addition to that though, Metricool also makes it incredibly easy for you to be able to view all of your YouTube analytics from one easy to spot place. And one of my favorite features is they actually have a breakdown based on revenue. So you can see what topics are driving the most revenue, what content types are driving the most revenue, and even what lengths of content are driving the most revenue for you, so that you can instantly begin to optimize this to make more money from YouTube. And even if you're not monetized on YouTube, Metricool is still incredibly useful because it's going to help you get monetized even quicker. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below and get started with Metricool today with 30 days free access to any of their premium plans with code Robert. So when it comes to where you're actually placing your hashtags, this is going to be drastically different whether you're uploading long form content or whether you're uploading shorts. If we come to one of my long form videos right here, you'll notice I have no tags in my title. You should never put tags in the title of one of your long form videos. It is not going to help you grow, and it's actually going to confuse the YouTube algorithm and could end up lowering your views. Instead, if you are going to use hashtags on a long form video, they need to come at the end of your description, and you need to make sure that you never use more than 3 hashtags in this placement right here, because if you do, it could actually lead to a decrease in views on YouTube, and I would strongly suggest that you do not do that. But please, anytime you upload a long form video, put the hashtags down here if you want to add hashtags. If you are uploading a short, it needs to be in a different place. So if we come over to shorts right here, come over here, you are going to notice that you can put hashtags on your shorts in the title right here, but then also you can put it in the description. So as a reminder, long form content, hashtags only go in the description. Shorts, hashtags can go in the title and then in the description. But in addition to that, you need to make sure you're not messing up a few other mistakes when you're using hashtags, especially on YouTube Shorts. The first one of those mistakes is that you never use more than 3 hashtags. Again, YouTube doesn't like when you do this. It isn't going to help you get more views. Secondly, never use irrelevant hashtags. It'll get your content shown to the wrong people, and then as a result, you aren't going to get the reach that you want. Third, you need to make sure that you are never putting hashtags that are longer than the title of your video on YouTube Shorts. If you upload a YouTube short and you have a really short title, only use 1 or 2 hashtags. Your hashtags should not take up the majority of your title on YouTube. It makes you look very unprofessional, it makes people not want to watch your content, and this is going to lead to people swiping away on your content, which is one of the worst things that can possibly happen right now. Now, hashtag strategy number 3 that makes the most small channels on YouTube go viral is going to be 2 niche specific hashtags and then hashtag shorts. The reason that this works is because it's a very good balance of putting both large niche specific hashtags and a broad hashtag that is going to help to increase your reach. But please remember, YouTube doesn't only care about hashtags and tags. They also care about the topic of your video. They also care about how many people click on your video, and they especially care about whether or not people watch your videos and are happy after they watch your content. content. So you also need to make sure that you are focused on those 3 things. And if you're struggling with any of these things, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to work with you one-on-one to guarantee that you grow quicker on YouTube. I want to tell you exactly what thumbnails to use, what titles to use, what hashtags to use, what to write in your description, what tags to use, and so much more. In fact, I want to give you personalized feedback that literally tells you everything you need to do to get more views, get more subscribers, and ultimately get monetized on YouTube or make more money if you're already monetized. If that sounds interesting, please check out this video right here that walks you through the 2 different ways that we can work together one-on-one. I'll see you over there.